Having sold many ECs, one of the questions that I often get from friends and clients is whether they should sell at the 5-year mark or at the 10-year mark when the EC privatizes. ECs or executive condominiums are sold as subsidized housing similar to that of a BTO unit. They come with full-fledged facilities, and at the 5-year mark, PRs and Singaporeans who were previously ineligible for an EC unit are now able to purchase it in the open market. At the 10-year mark, ECs are fully privatized and can be sold to foreigners. So here's the expectation. Since it will be fully privatized at the 10-year mark, isn't it better to sell then since the prices will be higher? To understand this trend, let's take a look at the ECs which have reached 5-year mark and also privatized. For example, Park Green EC TOP'd in 2004 and entered the resale market in 2009/2010 and is completely privatized 5 years later. Now, let's compare the price trend of these ECs for the last 20 years with the price trend of private property in the last 20 years. Surprisingly, the private property trend has been trending upwards, while the ECs that have privatized have actually stagnated in pricing since 2013. Let's take an example of Nuovo EC near Yio Chu Kang MRT. Here's the price chart of Nuovo over the last 20 years. So why are there only 0.2% foreigner purchases even after privatization? This could be due to the additional 15% ABSD that has been imposed on foreign purchases on residential property in 2013 as a cooling measure. Now let's take a look at Eastvale, which achieved privatization before the 2013 ruling. Likewise, we see that the percentage of foreigners buying is very low. However, they form the significant majority in projects in prime districts, for example, 21 Angular Park, Patterson Suites and Marina Bay Residences. This means that after privatization, the take-up rate of privatized ECs by foreigners is still rather low because most of them would rather purchase a property in the prime districts. Now, let's take a look at Park Green EC. In 2011, after privatization, a 1528 square feet unit was sold with 61k profit. At the 10-year mark in 2015, another similar size unit was sold at 596k profit. Transactions in 2019 and 2020 also show similar size unit profiting about the same amount. All of them bought as first owners during the launch. This means that if you have exited after the 10-year mark, your profit might be similar or even lesser than the owner that had exited at the 5-year mark when it hits MOP. Now, imagine if you have done a property swap for the right project, say River Sales just opposite. Instead of stagnating, you could have swapped for another 20% in profit. Some of the River Sale units actually made almost 400,000 in profit. So just imagine if you had exited at the right time and entered in to make another round of profit. You can contact me at 9632-0486 or drop me a WhatsApp to understand your EC trend better. I'm Denise Tanapontet and I'll see you soon!